Beloved, welcome back. I've got some very exciting tech that I'm going to share with you today. We're going to be installing the new EcoFlow 800 watt fast charger into the Super Duty. Now, today's video is made possible by our friends at EcoFlow. They gave me this tech, and I'm really excited about it because this solves what we call a pain point. A pain point is corporate jargon that I just learned when I was down at VidCon. When you're around all those corporate type of people, you learn all this jargon. A pain point is something that sucks. It's a problem that needs to be overcome. And one of the problems that needs to be overcome with these solar generators is fast charging. Now, when you buy one of these, whether it be the Small River or the Big Delta Pro, you're going to have a 12-volt option. Now, this is going to go into what us old people used to call cigarette lighters, PowerPoint connectors. This plugs into your solar generator, and that does recharge, but at about 100 watts. 100 watts, that could take a long time to charge. And if solar's not happening, if it's stormy or you don't have solar, it's hard to charge these things. So here is the solution. Our friends at EcoFlow have developed a plug-and-play. It looks complicated, it's not. We're going to install it. Fast charger, 800 watts. 800 watts, this is going to charge you up like on your Delta Pro in under 5 hours. So let's install it, enough of my ranting, and see if it actually works. But this is going to be a huge problem solver for those of you who are looking at these systems for RVs. Let's nose the Super Duty up to the bay, and we'll see how much power my dual alternators can pump into the EcoFlow. Let's have a look at that big, beautiful 7.3 liter Godzilla engine. No DEF fluid for me. Let's take a look at this hardware. So what we're going to be installing today, this is the fast charger. Now this is it has two plugs on it. This plug here is going to go right to whatever it is you're charging, whether it be your smaller EcoFlow or your big Delta Pro. And this long one is going to go, these ring terminals are going to go to your battery. So RV, truck, whatever. I wish more than anything that this technology would have been available when I did my van build out, when I did the adventure van. I had to research everything. People were not forthcoming in information. I designed a system that cost me twice as much of what it would have been to have something like this from EcoFlow that's plug and play, that doesn't limit me to being just my system stuck in a camper, but I can bring it into my house and it's just versatile, and it gives you so many more options. So that's why this is so exciting. All right, beloved, let's get our tools ready. Since we're working on a new Ford, we're going to, of course, have to deal with the hateful metric system. 10 millimeter. Mama, are you in my bag? This silly cat is always getting in my SOE bag. Someone should tell John, who runs a SOE, to make a cat bed. I'd buy one. All we need to hook up our charger now is going to be our battery terminals. Now, some of your new batteries are going to have an extra terminal on them you can hook onto. If not, you can just figure it out. Usually there's plenty of room for an accessory or two. What they do at EcoFlow is they do all the thinking for us. Proho doesn't have time to go and get an electrical engineering degree. I mean, we've got enough problems with just trying to keep food on the table and do the things that I know how to do without learning a new trade. So I really do appreciate things being simple and plug and play. Look at that, red to red, black to black, simple enough for even an East Coast guy. And it's got a proper fuse on it. Look at that, 125 amp in line. So you don't have to worry about that. You definitely want to fuse something. That's some pretty big power. As I think I mentioned, we're just going to hook this up temporarily because I'm not sure where I want to put this fast charger. Do I want it in my van, my camper, or in my truck? I only have one, so I'm going to have to make the right call on that. With the main power lead connected to the car's or truck's battery, and this is long, this is like 20 feet long, so you'll be able to run this, pretty much any RV or van, within reason. Now this plug here is going to go right to the adapter, which goes into the plug into the battery port in the back of your solar generator. Now this will plug into the extra battery port. The fast charger also came with a mounting plate. So if this is going to be put in an RV, you could mount this up and then this will bolt on permanently so you don't have to fool with it. You just have the plug that you can put in or take out your solar generator. All right, let's start it up and see if we're getting a charge. Make sure we don't have any errors. Yeah, we got the hood open, we got that. All right, looks like we're good to go. All of the EcoFlow items have really good, robust Bluetooth connectivity through the app. So we'll do this together. This is the app for the fast charger. And we have the alternator there, dual alternators on my case, and we turn it on. So if you're running this in an RV and you want to stow your solar generator, you can put it in remote location. You can control everything with your phone, or you could just mount a tablet. What some people do, just mount a tablet right on the wall and just use that permanently. So here we have, this is the power, so it's stepping up right now. This is our battery charge at 9%. Battery temperature. Now check this out, do you see the reverse charge there? So if you hit the reverse charge and you have a charge on your EcoFlow, it will reverse the power and start your car if you have a dead battery. How cool is that? So if you have, you don't need jumper cables or anything. It'll just go right directly into it. So here we go, as promised, a true 800 watts. Did I mention my Super Duty has dual alternators? Ooh, tell me that doesn't give you the fizz. That is very excellent. Goodness, these trucks are getting out of hand. I'm 6'4" and I can barely reach the hood. I don't know what happens to our short kings. I guess they have to get a bucket to stand on. So what's my conclusion? My conclusion is you need to have an alternative power supply, whatever that may be. Now, you're all adults. I'm not going to tell you that this is the only one. I'm telling you that this is the one that we choose. I've got an off-grid shop. I've got an off-grid cabin I'm working on. We use these products daily. This is my personal one. This is, actually, I write my name on them. This is my little River 2 here. This lives with me. The electronics and the way we have our lives are now, and if you work remotely and want to have options and flexibility, you need to have a remote power supply. Look at our poor friends down in Texas right now after that terrible flooding. I'm watching TikTok videos of people, couples, families, they've been living in their cars for 4 days now with no power? This is Houston right now, today, Thursday.
And this is a line of people.
4 days, no power.
For hours to try to get food for their refrigerator because their food has gone bad. And a lot of these people will not have power today, tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday.
A week with no power.
The provider here says at least 300,000 people will be without power going into next week.
Beloved, this is America's, third largest city? A week without power and maybe longer. Something like this with a solar panel, you're not going to be with those people. You're not going to be can you imagine in this day and age, after all the things I've been telling you for 14 years, that you haven't thought about that? There's people out there that haven't thought about this. I'm not saying you know. I know we're not in a situation financially to, do all the preparations that we want to, but start with a little one. Start like with the River 2. Even with this right here, this will charge your cell phones. It'll help you keep your computer going, those communication devices. This is very important. You're watching everything fall apart in real time in Texas right now, and that could happen to you. So be preemptive. Invest in a good battery solar system that you can recharge with the sun, where you don't have to worry about gas or propane. And now that we've got the addition of this fast charger unit, this is really a game changer. We've got solar, we've got AC, and now that we can charge as we drive along with our cars. So I'm very, very happy to see this technology, and I use it and I love it. So EcoFlow has got a special coming up. Now this you want to take advantage of this because we have Amazon Prime Days are coming up. So I'm going to read this. So during the EcoFlow Prime Days, there's a promo day. You can get 7% off EcoFlow Prime Day deals, and that's going to be valid until July 23rd. I'll put links to all of this down in the description box. And if you have any questions on the products or my experience with it, just let me know in the comments. I am very honored to be working with EcoFlow. I think that they are the best when it comes to this product right now. If there was a better one, I would be using it. I don't have to make compromises. I can choose the one I want, and I buy good equipment, as you know. That's what I'm all about. I'm not about just spending money to spend money, but if I'm going to spend money, I want it to be good and I want it to last. And I'm very happy to be working with our friends at EcoFlow. Thanks for watching. May God bless you and your families. Please keep us in your prayers, and we'll see you all on the next video.